So Jason, we're doing a London football city guide. I live here, you work here. Is it the best city in the world?
It might just well be.
I love everything about London, especially the people of London, the places.
I think London's the capital city of the world, I think.
Living in London is perfect.
Nowhere else in the world is like it.
What do you love about London?
I can't stand the place, mate. It's a shit off. Thank you very much.
I love this city. Let's get pie and mashed. London is massive. It's Europe's second biggest city, and behind the bad teeth, butlers and bowlers hats, you'll find a mind-boggling mix of food, culture and of course football.
London is a uniquely rich footballing city with 14 professional clubs across the capital.
We're splitting the city into north, south, east and west to tell you which clubs you should visit and to give you a taste of what each area offers. Right, let's rattle through these. First up, you've got Big Ben. Buckingham Palace is the large home for a Madge, and the London Eye is where you can see London in a large bubble over the Thames. Don't get too excited, as it'll probably be pissing it down.
There's a few clubs worth seeing in North London, and you can do much worse than seeing Arsenal. Their cheapest tickets are about £30, which won't please the local fans, but if you're in town for a game, it's more than worth it.
If you don't fancy Arsenal, you could go check out their high-pressing and pacey arch rivals Tottenham Hotspur down at the Lane. Their cheapest ticket is also about £30.
North London is also home to Wembley. As well as being the location for the English national team's incredibly boring football, the 90,000-seater stadium has also hosted England's new favourite sport, NFL. If you're heading out for a night on the town, there's an abundance of debauchery here in Camden.
There's so much to do. You've got Proud Galleries, the Underworld, the World's End, Lock Tavern and the Hawley Arms. Camden's not just for the goths.
The Roundhouse used to be an old railway engine shed, but now it hosts some of the biggest names in music, theatre and spoken word. North London is also home to the Faltering Fullback in Finsbury Park. Located off the main road and covered in ivy, this lovely Irish pub has screens galore. Its wonderfully odd three-tiered garden provides a great oasis in the summer months. For great food, Salali Restaurant is the one. It was the winner of the Best British Kebab Award in 2015, voted for by sober people, we're told. And if you're not sold on that alone, they also have the daily stews, fresh fish, wine and cocktails.
This is a public service announcement. Top tips for travelling in London. Always stand on the right of the escalator. Leave the left side free so people can run home to watch The Apprentice. Get yourself an Oyster card. You can't use money on buses. But if you're a groovy techno geek, you can also use your contactless card too. Don't put your bag on the seat beside you when on the tube. There's not enough room as it is, so don't be the bounder hogging 2 seats. Apart from all that, Londoners are just lovely. Just don't make eye contact.
The Hammers, West Ham. Your cheapest ticket at the Eye is about £25, which is pretty good for Premier League football. Depending when you visit the capital, you'll either see West Ham's final season at the Boleyn Ground in 2016 or their first foray into their new home at the iconic Olympic Stadium, which is just up the road in Stratford.
If you're looking for a less expensive football experience, Leyton Orient are a big club currently lurking in League 2. They've got a beautiful old stadium and you can pick up a ticket for £20.
Last up, we've got Clapton FC. They're non-league but have a wonderfully welcoming and noisy fan base with a bona fide ultras division. Tickets are about £6 and you can also bring 4 cans of beer in with you. Woof. The Albion on Goldsmith Road is a groovy little boozer just off Hackney Road. It's a West Brom pub from the depths of East London and is peppered with football memorabilia from throughout the ages. They'll have football on the telly and can do you a lovely cheese toastie. Another London gem is Ella's on Ridley Road Market. They make traditional Turkish gözlemes. Gözlemes are a cooked flatbread filled with ingredients of your choice from spicy lamb to mushrooms and cheese. You can pick them up all over London, but Ella's are the best of the bunch. If the night's led you astray and you need a bite to eat to soak up the day's excesses, Bagel Bake on Brick Lane is open 24 hours and they do the best salt beef number, with night buses close by getting your weary body home. Smooth. Copper 90's Top 5 Burgers. The Lock Tavern in Camden does great burgers for a pub. Pop in on a Monday and you'll find they've got a buy one, get another for £1 deal on. Five Guys bring a slice of New York to London and you get to pick from a substantial amount of toppings too. What make tasty burgers with an Italian twist? They get their meat from the acclaimed Ginger Pig butchers. Check out the Ari Gold at Patty and Bun. It's smoky and so juicy it's almost liquid. Bleecker is amazing. Their burgers have the right amount of char and juice. It's our number one.
Our first football landmark in the south is Selhurst Park. This is the home to Crystal Palace and possibly the best home support in the Premier League. You can pick up a ticket for about £23.
You can also head down to the Den to watch the infamous Millwall for £22. Ignore the bad reputation glamorised in movies, Millwall have a deeply passionate fan base.
For only £10 you can join the rabble and watch Dulwich Hamlet. Well worth the money because you'll have a whole lot of fun at one of the most inclusive clubs in English football.
If you want to make the most of your time in South London, head to Peckham Rye Station, from where the Montpellier pub is just a stone's throw away.
The Montpellier is a cosy independent pub serving fine ales and traditional English grub. If you're there at the weekends, you can also have a boogie as there's DJs and live jazz.
Stroll down the road afterwards and spend your afternoon digging through the crates at Yam Records, a relatively new spot on the landscape specialising in second-hand and new releases from independent labels. For a night out, the Bussey Building is one of London's most exciting venues. It's a multi-floored concrete warehouse where the entertainment on offer runs the gamut of culture, art and music.
Greenwich Market is a South London hotspot for street food. From Ethiopian vegetarian dishes to German rouladen, it's got it all, and in beautiful and historic surroundings.
You're not going to find many teams with more exciting players than Chelsea. This is probably why their cheapest ticket is about £50. It's not back pocket change, but you get to see some of the best in the world.
The White Horse in Parsons Green is a lovely place for a drink. This smart West London pub is great for a beer on a Chelsea match day or passing time sitting in the sunshine. If you're heading west, I'd definitely recommend going to see Championship side Brentford. They've got a pub in every corner of the grounds and are the highest club in the leagues that still have standing terracing. The cheapest ticket is about £23.
Nearby, Craven Cottage is the home of Championship side Fulham. Sitting on the banks of the Thames, the cottage pavilion located in the corner of the ground gives it an injection of Old England. The best value ticket is about £25. The Soundsmiths chain of pubs are a must. They don't stock the big names, just the stuff they brew themselves. The beers are ridiculously cheap for central London. Check out the Blue Posts, the Bricklayers Arms and the Champion to name a few. You can't come to London without having a fry-up, and the River Cafe opposite Putney Bridge is one of West London's best offerings.
So that's it for London. What a city. Obviously we can't include every detail because it's absolutely huge, but you can find more bits and bobs at copper90.com.
Tell us where you want us to go next in the comments and be sure to check out our Munich City Guide.
Tatty boys!